Bodenhammer, registered nurse at the Reppel Diabetes Learning Center, and I've got Jan Hallagan here with me, our registered dietitian. We are both certified diabetes educators, and today we're out live at the Baxter County Fairgrounds for the Health Fair and Senior Expo. We're going to be doing a cooking demonstration today with a new twist on an old favorite, and Jan's going to help us with showing us how to prepare a brand new flavor on a tuna melt. So we're very excited about this, and we're going to go ahead and turn it over to Jan to explain to us what she's doing, and we'll build these right here in front of you.
This is a really good recipe. I use this often with my family, and the idea is I use the solid white albacore tuna packed in water. I don't have it packed in oil because we don't need those extra calories. In place of salt, because salt increases our blood pressure for too many of us, I am using dillweed and black pepper, because when we decrease the sodium that goes in our food, we have to give more herb and spice flavor to it, otherwise it tastes flat and dry.
Sure.
To cut the fat down, I use the light mayonnaise, and that works really well. And then for a little zing, I put in a little bit of lemon juice.
Right.
And of course the onion and the tomatoes, gotta have some tomatoes, and a sprinkle of cheese over the top. And this cheese is very good for us because it is made with 2% milk, and what that means is you're saving about 5 grams of fat over the regular cheese.
Good.
And when you're saving those calories from fat, you're also saving from saturated fat.
Right.
So better for us. This is a healthy dish that anyone can use.
Okay.
So,
you let me do that, and I'll help you with the tuna while you do the onions. I've got our little strainer over here. Jan says I'm a good strainer.
yes,
Everybody's got to have a job.
this is true. Now I'm using red onion on here simply because it adds some color.
Right.
And it's supposed to be a sweeter onion because I don't like the really hot burning
You don't like the hot stuff. Yeah,
No.
okay, good.
I'm a pud and I don't mind saying it.
Well, for those that have some digestive issues as well, if you're using a lot of onions and a lot of different things, you may want a milder onion, and typically the purple ones are a little bit milder, a little bit better as far as upset tummy and things like that. So that's a great idea there.
And it also adds some color to the food. And
Great flavor. Great
Yes.
flavor.
We first eat with our eyes, and so a good color there is going to help us think this is going to be good. And then when we taste it with this recipe, yes indeed, it is good.
Tell us a little more about eating with our eyes, Jan. What are you talking about when you're talking about colors?
The colors that we should try to incorporate as much as possible are the deep and dark colors, the dark reds, the purples, the dark greens, the orange, the yellow, because all of these colors have what is called phytonutrients in them, which helps prevent, they believe, some cancers. So, and it also tickles our taste buds so that we're more willing to eat that meal.
Looks pretty, and therefore
It's going to taste
we're
pretty.
going to enjoy the taste of it. That's great.
It. All right, so I just peeled the skin off of that onion, put in, all right, I like this red onion, so the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons. Obviously, I did more than that, so what?
A little more than that.
Make this your recipe just like I make it mine.
Okay, I've got your tuna all strained out and ready for you.
Put her
Put
in.
that on there. Okay,
Yep.
great.
Then we go ahead. This is super simple, guys.
Now we know that tuna salad is not anything new to anybody,
No.
but we're putting a healthy twist on it by being able to utilize the lighter mayos, the no sodium, so we don't have any salt added here.
And so it doesn't taste flat, though, too.
And then we're also going to have a good flavor in that tuna as well. And that's what I really enjoy and I'm excited about is when we cook and we cook these healthy items, these are not items that are tasteless. I hear it a lot from our patients. You know, my doctor says if it tastes good, spit it out. We don't want you to spit out your food. We want you to eat your food
and enjoy
it. That's exactly right. And that's what this is about, is cooking with a lighter flavor, but also with a good flavor.
Now,
I'm going to loan you my big spoon.
thank you.
Okay, so you're putting in the mayo.
I've got the mayo in there.
The lemon juice.
2 tablespoons of mayo.
Okay.
A teaspoon of lemon juice.
Gotcha.
And now I'm going to put in dill. And
little bit of dill, okay.
what dill is taking the place of,
Here, use this one.
is where we put in pickle relish before too often. Because pickle relish, while it's tasty, is high in sodium.
Lots of sodium in the pickle relish. And then the sweet relish, of course, is adding carbs.
That's right.
So we want to add in some flavor. Oh, there's some flavor.
Lots of flavor. We'll just put that right over
That's
there.
That's all right. We like dill. That's good.
Yes, we love dill.
Yeah, stir it in.
Okay, and I add just a hint of black pepper.
Great. I'm always the pepper opener.
Sorry, I've got arthritis.
That's what you have me for, Jan.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, and just a sprinkle of that.
Great. And here's Rich. Hey, Rich, we're filming here on the Mountain Home Television for our cooking show today. Rich is our president-elect of the Baxter Regional Auxiliary. Come on around so we can see your face. Come on this way. And he also comes by and checks on us and helps us volunteer at the Diabetes Center as well. So, Rich, we're making up some tuna melts today.
All right,
and,
now
that looks pretty good.
Come back and have a try. Sure thing.
My tuna is a little bit too thick, so I'm going to add in a little bit more light mayonnaise.
A little bit more mayo. Okay, great.
And because it's light mayonnaise, I'm not doing anything terrible to the meal planning.
While you're doing that, Jan, I'm going to clear away this and go ahead and get our bread ready.
And of course, I use whole wheat, whole grain bread.
So tell me, okay, you've got this 100% whole wheat bread.
Yes.
What's the difference in this and regular wheat bread?
Regular wheat bread is made from wheat flour, which is white flour. It has no fiber in it, and the extra nutrients that this whole wheat bread has in it have been wiped off the regular white bread.
And that's through the processing of the wheat?
Yes.
Okay, so when I'm looking for the best of the best as far as my carb choices goes, I'm looking for whole wheat products.
Whole wheat or whole grain.
Okay.
So that they don't take away any of the extra vitamins, minerals, and nutrients.
Gotcha. And maybe that's where we have a myth out there, and I hear this a lot too, that I don't need to eat anything white. And maybe that's where the white myth is coming from, is most people assume that all wheat products are good and all white products are bad.
No.
But we're actually looking for the whole grain here.
Right.
Okay.
And you need that fiber. In the United States, a good 80% of the people don't get enough fiber.
Right.
And the fibers help bind up the cholesterol in our bodies, also helps keep us more regular.
It's going to keep things moving, and it's also going to help if you do have diabetes with the stabilizing of the blood sugars as well.
That is correct.
We're worried about, I know so many of us look at the carbs and the calories, and so when we've got that extra bit of fiber, that does help bind that out, and that's a good thing. Awesome.
And if I would have thought about it today, I would have worn my one t-shirt that says, "Fiber is your friend."
I love that. Fiber is your friend.
Because it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna move this over so you can get a good shot at this.
Thank you very much.
And with this nice wheat bread, we're gonna have a little tuna on top, and then we're gonna top that off with some tomatoes and some cheese to go off in the oven.
Now, 1 can of tuna is enough for about 4 pieces of bread.
Okay.
But because we're serving tidbits to the crowd here, we're putting it on 5 pieces.
We're gonna make it stretch today, yeah. But if you wanted a little more, you could put a little more on there.
For sure.
Yes, good. And I like the way this looks all together too, with the purple onion, with the tomato, with the cheese. You get it all together there, and it's just a really nice little piece. It's a great little lunch. It's gonna work good for a light lunch if you don't want something real heavy. And it'll go a long way if you're having a few friends over or you're wanting to feed, a lot of people like we are today. We're gonna be giving out these samples, and I start seeing people come toward us whenever they start smelling some of this. They're gonna be gathering around the table in just a little bit. Jan has quite the following.
It's the food.
It's the food, babe. That's what it is. She makes the best food, that's right.
I have fun with this. So, the tomatoes, right now, this is the late part of April, and the tomatoes are about as good as they're going to get. I picked through them and found some decent ones.
Sure.
In the middle of summer, I would use more tomato on the sandwiches, though, when the tomatoes taste wonderful.
Well, and here in this part of the country, we've got some great tomatoes in the summertime, so
Yes,
that's a great
the
thing
best.
to add on. So
All
we're
right.
gonna put this in, right?
Yes, we put this in the oven now to get the bread, the tuna, and the tomatoes warmed up. 7 minutes or so, we pull it out and then sprinkle the tops with 2% milk cheese, and then that'll melt in about a minute or two.
Yes.
And then we're good to go.
Okay, so we're gonna pull out what we've got cooked over there and show everyone for our audience there. And we've got Miss Donna, our volunteer, back here to help us out with that too. So
Now, to serve this, you could give someone 2 slices of this, because that's only 2 carb choices, with some protein and just 1 fat choice. You could serve it with some cold vegetable.
Okay.
That would work well, or maybe a little side salad, and that would work out to be a
and
really
be very filling too.
a filling,
Absolutely.
pretty lunch.
Definitely a new spin on an old favorite as far as the tuna melt goes, making it a little more healthy, definitely less sodium and less salt. And just take a look at these, they're so gorgeous. Perfect. We've got nice toasty bread, nice melted cheese, that beautiful
minute.
tomato.
I'm a very cautious person. Let's put this on top of that.
Okay.
Because I don't want my countertop melted.
That's fine.
Very cautious. I worry.
Now see, I'm gonna spill it. There we go.
There we
Can
go.
we get a good shot of that now? Awesome. We'll turn that over just a little bit more this way too. Perfect. Oh, they're gonna slide right off there if we're not careful.
No, they're not.
Good deal.
Looking good?
Yeah. Woo, don't burn yourself.
I
So
already
we're
did.
gonna slice this up and then give us some samples. We've got a
Yes.
crowd gathering around the table here. And again, this is the Reppel Diabetes Learning Center. I'm Jodie, this is Jan. And if you have any questions or you can benefit from any of our services at the Reppel Diabetes Center, come on by anytime. We're open Monday through Friday. And our phone number is 508-1765. Thank you.